Hey everybody, Shy Girl. Pretty cool day today in New York. Shai took me to a lot of places. Say hi. Where all did you take me? I can't remember.
I took you,
aside from the main place, I get to talk about the main place, but what other places did you take me to?
besides my psychiatrist and my
Like what areas were we in?
we were in downtown Manhattan, and I showed you where Nick Rojo's I guess you could say salon used to be, because he had like a branch of a salon here, but I guess it moved or something. What else did I show you? I showed you, technically I showed you, but I didn't like point it out, of what do you call it? Brain going dead. Oh, I did show you Zuccotti Park. If you guys don't know, that was like huge for Occupy Wall Street. Where else did I show you? Nothing really.
I don't know, the main thing that this video is about is the most important
but
one.
Zuccotti Park was another big place that I showed
Oh,
you.
and St. Paul's Church.
Oh yeah, St. Paul's Church, where they had the memorial, like, for years before they started, like, doing a whole thing for, the World Trade Center. Like, now they're making, like, whole museum and stuff, which I'm not gonna put my opinion on here on the whole aspect of what I feel about that stuff, but St. Paul's Church was where they had all the stuff from the World Trade Center and, you know, from the people who passed away and stuff like that. So anything that would have any, I guess you can say, reference to the World Trade Center and 9/11.
Significance?
No, it would be more so the reference.
Oh.
I guess you could say significance too, was there.
Okay. Sorry. No, my favorite place that he took me to, I got to go see Ground Zero today, which was pretty cool. I was going to do a recording for you guys of me seeing it, but I wasn't in a good mental state. It was freezing cold. Poor Shai couldn't feel his hands, I think, to even hit the record button, so no video of that. But he did take some pictures for me, which I will edit them into this video at the end so you guys can all see them. It was awesome, like, just being there, and like I stood there and like I remember being in the subway and I started to shake. Like, I knew we were coming up, and I don't know why I was shaking, and I don't know why I felt so nervous. Maybe it was anxious or some, I don't know, but it was something. And I remember I seen the subway sign that was hanging that said World Trade Center, and that was when it all started to hit, and I just noticed that I do Shai's eyebrow lift when I talk.
What?
I do your eyebrow lift. I just caught myself lifting my right eyebrow.
I told you.
Oh my god.
We're related.
I've been around him for 48 hours and I'm already almost 72. Almost 72 hours and I'm already picking up some of the weird little things that he does.
I love you.
Me too. But
You should explain that at the end.
I'll explain the eyebrow lift. But no, being there at Ground Zero was like amazing, and I felt like a jackass because here I had Shai with me, who is a New Yorker who remembers the day very well. I mean, I remember the day very well too, but like, I'm from Chicago, so I only seen what I seen, like I only know it from like what I seen on the TV and everything and what happened. But there I go doing the eyebrow thing again.
Stop paying attention to that and just make the damn video.
I can't help it now. God, I have a complex. But
Oh, I must have done something to you then.
Oh, shut up. But we got off the subway, came up the stairs, and like even walking up the stairs, I told him like, oh my god, I'm like freaking out. I don't know why, but I was freaking out, and I felt like my heart was gonna jump out of my chest. And we got up to the top of the stairs, and he was like, it's right to the left. And I looked to my left, and there it was. And it, like, I don't know. It hurt because, like, I think of all the people that passed away that day, and everybody's like, oh, 9/11, never forget. Well, too many people have forgotten, and it kind of makes me sick, but...
Especially with what they're doing with the memorial.
Yeah, the memorial's kind of, like, I'm a little bit for it and a little bit against it. I'm 50-50. Like, I think it's great that they're making it, but at the same time, like, I don't want to say let it go, but I just, I don't even think that they should be rebuilding anything on that ground, in my opinion. Like,
I concur.
so many people passed away there. Let it be. What, to me, it's like digging up graves, in my opinion. It's like exhuming a body. It shouldn't be done. It's not fair. It's not right.
It's kind of like what happened with what they did in New York and in a lot of places. There's a lot of places in New York that were Indian burial grounds, and they built houses and stuff on top of it. There's a place specifically in Brooklyn, which I know my sister used to live there, which is well known that they built houses and stuff there. Apparently people believe that it's haunted and whatnot, which I wouldn't be surprised if this is what happened, that once they start building all the buildings by the World Trade Center, that they will be haunted. That people are going to be scared shitless. Because, I mean, I believe in that stuff, so I really think that's going to happen because, like Mary was saying, it really pretty much is like as if they're digging up a cemetery. That's literally what happened. There's so many burnt bodies there, so that's what I think.
That's how I feel about it, too. And, like, I think, like, just... I highly recommend all you guys watch a movie. It's called 9/11 in Plain Sight. I actually want to watch that with Shai, if he can muster up the...
I'll probably find it.
Mental stability or strength, whatever you want to call it, to watch it. But I highly suggest everybody watches it. People were, like, jumping out of buildings and, like, getting crushed and burnt and, like, you know, so many families that never got to truly bury their loved ones. That's where their loved ones are buried. So, like, I don't know, it's just kind of sick in my eyes, but at the same time, I understand and appreciate what they're doing.
It's bittersweet, basically.
Yeah, and Shai hit it right on that. It's very bittersweet. But it was amazing seeing it, and I felt like a jackass for crying in front of Shai. I know I said that, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But I don't know, I remember the day really well, and it was just like, it hurts to think about it, and what hurts more is like how people have forgotten. That's what I don't understand, is how could people forget, but ignorance, that's all I can...
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss, yeah. Only time people want to remember it is every year when September 11th rolls around, and even then, people don't always remember it.
People make it their everyday lives.
Yeah. But, I want to thank Shai. Thank you, Shai.
You make me say hi a lot.
Yeah, I know. But it was great going there, and I've been wanting to go there since 9/11 happened, so it was great to be there.
I wish you could have seen it when there actually was the Twin Towers, because it was beautiful.
Yeah, one of my family members was there when it was the Twin Towers, and they said it's like the most breathtaking thing ever.
Like I told you, my dad used to work by one of the My dad used to work by one of the subset buildings of the Twin Tower, and I'll give you a little bit of behind my story on it. I do know someone who passed away from 9/11. I knew someone from our neighborhood who was friends with my dad. They ended up moving our neighborhood, so that's why I said that. Who actually worked in the Twin Towers and survived. And there was my dad who worked in one of the subset buildings, and he always tells me the story of getting to work late, which is a lot of people who ended up surviving. That's what their story was. They got to work late because of the trains or something. And the story of the guy who he knew, he actually ended up writing a book about this, which I'll get the name or whatever, and once I find it, I'll put the link down below of the information or whatever. And it's a really, like, amazing story, but he was basically helping his child with his homework, and he got to work late, and he was going up the stairs to where his office was or something, and, you know, he heard the plane hit or something to that extent, and he ran down, and he was saved only because he helped his son with his homework. Otherwise, he would have gone to work on time, and he would have been dead. My dad saw the plane hit both of the towers, so it's definitely...
He's seen both?
Yeah.
I never knew that he's seen both. I knew he's seen one, but I didn't know
Yeah, I told you he saw both. So it truthfully does change a person, and actually my psychiatrist has dealt with people who has PTSD from that, like she's even telling me today. And me personally, I remember when I was in school, seeing all like the black smoke, and my school, to explain to you, was nowhere by the World Trade Center. I mean, we were probably, if you drove, like over a half hour. Probably 45 minutes. It was far enough where you shouldn't be seeing smoke from Manhattan. Anywhere in Manhattan. And there was also papers flying from the World Trade Center. And yes, it was that far away where you could see the black smoke and you could see the papers flying by.
You were able to smell it too, you had said.
Yeah, I was able to smell it as well. And it's literally, there. You can't, it's kind of like, not flashback, but it's just like, it's crazy just thinking about how the day panned out. And for me, it really impacted me a lot deeper because I have those 3 stories. I have those 3 aspects. And my whole day, all I was thinking of, these people were dead. To me, all I knew was they're probably dead. For all I knew, my dad was dead. And I'll never explain to you about how my father and I's relationship is, but that day, I wanted my father to be alive. And that's the only day in my life I ever wanted him to be alive. And I literally cried over thinking he was dead.
Yeah, so like I said, again, I kind of felt like an ass for crying when I was standing there.
For me telling my story, you know, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay, but because like you told me that before.
Yeah.
And that's why I felt like an ass, because, you know, you've been there, you've seen the smoke, you've smelt it, like, you experienced it firsthand. I only seen images. But I tell you what, those images, for somebody who has a heart, yeah, it's enough to partially kill a person.
Yeah, but still, my belief is, even though you see the images, you will never know how it truthfully felt that day.
Oh, of course
to
not.
see and feel and smell all of what... This city was at a standstill, like I was telling you about how...
Well, like, with me being from Chicago, I think that's why it does affect me, is because I'm from a bigger city, and I think of, it's now the Willis Tower, but the Sears Tower. Yeah. It will always be the Sears Tower.
Well, like you said, that you could say what you were telling me.
Yeah, it's...
It could have been you.
Yeah, it could have been. I could have seen the Sears Tower go up in flames, or, you know, anything. Just part of my city could have been destroyed, and I think that's why it affects me so much. Is because I just think about that, and yeah. But anyways, this video is now approaching 12 minutes. Holy moly! So I'll make a whole separate video on the whole like 9/11 and how I feel about it. But I went to see Ground Zero, and it was fantastic. And the the pictures will be
on this video.
Yeah, on this video right here in a few seconds. So thanks for watching. Ciao.